The first sight of Usain Bolt at these championships coincided with Justin Gatlin leaving the track after winning his 100 meters heat. Suddenly the boos for the pantomime villain, a twice-convicted drugs cheat, dissolved, replaced by cheers of Bolt, Bolt, Bolt. The Jamaican wanted to sign off with one final 100 meters title to add to his 11 world and 8 Olympic golds, but admitted he needed to repair his relationship with the blocks. "It was very bad. I stumbled out of the blocks. I'm not fond of them. I have to get my start together." Usain Bolt left to right. Bolt sprints away from the competition, his shoes with the message "Forever Fastest." Urged on by a delirious 56,000 crowd, Mo Farah found his familiar full-throttled sprint finish to claim another 10,000 meters World Championship gold medal in 26 minutes 49.51 sec, his fastest time for 6 years, with Ugandan Joshua Cheptegei second and Kenyan Tanui third. "I knew it would be tough and I had to believe in my sprint finish. But it was one of the toughest races of my life." Mo Farah. Katarina Johnson-Thompson finished 5th in the heptathlon, having to all intents bid farewell to her medal hopes with her collapse in the high jump. Afterwards she was close to tears but insisted it was a freak failure in the high jump rather than psychological frailty that proved her undoing. The Belgian Olympic champion, Nafith Ayem, was a model of consistency, winning with 6,784 points ahead of Germany's Caroline Schaefer and Anouk Vetter of the Netherlands. "I feel like I'm at ease with the high jump and it's just a freak accident." Katarina Johnson-Thompson from top. Belgium's Nafith Ayem clears the bar in the high jump before going on to win gold in the women's heptathlon, but dejection for Katarina Johnson-Thompson as she fails to clear a crucial height. As a full moon rose over the London Stadium last Sunday, athletics' greatest pantomime villain, Justin Gatlin, sank his teeth into the carefully laid plans for Usain Bolt's retirement party. And then, in the last desperate steps of a compelling World Championships 100 meters final, brutally ripped them apart. The 35-year-old American, who was banned twice early in his career for doping offenses, is not necessarily the champion the sport wants. But given its problems, it is one that many will feel it deserves. Clockwise from top. Usain Bolt jokes around ahead of his men's 100 meters semi-final. Bolt looks at the big screen to see that he has finished third in the final. Justin Gatlin stands on the podium with his gold medal. Gatlin has tears in his eyes as he celebrates with friends after winning the men's 100 meters final. "We're rivals on the track, but in the warm-down, we were joking with each other. He said congratulations, and said you don't deserve all these boos. I thank him for that and for inspiring me." Justin Gatlin. Kenya's Jeffrey Kipkorir prevailed in a compelling East African duel with Ethiopian Tamirat Tola on the streets of London to win the men's marathon. Above the front-runners in the men's marathon crossed the courtyard in front of the Guildhall, watched by just a few spectators. Right Turkey's Erkan Muslu walks to the finish at Tower Bridge after retiring from the men's marathon. In a stadium at 56,000 capacity, Great Britain's Sophie Hitchon looked to be in the loneliest place in the world after failing to win a medal in the hammer. The 26-year-old crouched beside the advertising hoardings at the far edge of the track, Terry Eden staring into the distance, contemplating what might have been. Laura Muir was also close to tears after missing out on a World Championship 1,500 meters medal by 0.07 of a second to South Africa's Caster Semenya. Muir had led for much of the race but ran out of gas down the home straight and was beaten to bronze by Semenya, the Olympic 800 meters champion. South Africa's Semenya later attempted to shut down debate over hyperandrogenism, the medical condition she has which is characterized by excessive levels of male sex hormones such as testosterone. "I'm going to beat myself up for a while after this. That's part of my personality and probably most athletes are the same, but maybe it just comes out in me a little bit more. I think it's the pressure I put on myself to produce my best and I didn't to that." Sophie Hitchon. Clockwise from top. Left. Switzerland's Mujinga Kambanji puts her feet in the blocks for the start of the women's 100 meters heat. Great Britain's Sophie Hitchon cries as she leaves the arena after finishing out of the medals in the women's hammer. New Zealand's Eliza McCartney fails to clear a height in the final of the women's pole vault. Great Britain's Laura Muir falls to the track after competing in the women's 5,000 meters heats. Jamaica's Elaine Thompson, the double Olympic champion, waits for the start of the women's 100 meters heat. Above Jamaica's Omar McLeod crosses the line to take gold in the men's 110 meters hurdles. Right McLeod celebrates victory with his mother, who is wearing a t-shirt bearing his picture. South Africa's Wade van Niekerk said he felt upset and disrespected by his rival Isaac Makwala, who suggested he was part of a conspiracy that saw the Botswana athlete excluded from the 400 meters final. The usually calm Van Niekerk was visibly tearful and angry, speaking after taking 200 meters silver behind the shock victor, Ramil Guliyev of Turkey. He dismissed Makwala's assertion that athletics world governing body, the IAAF, had unfairly quarantined him with a sickness bug to pave the way for Van Niekerk to take 400 meters gold. "We fought all day for the truth to come out. I still maintain I have never been sick and not tested by any doctor. I'm heartbroken. I feel like it is sabotage." Isaac Makwala. Clockwise from top left, Germany's Rico Freimuth competes in the long jump of the men's decathlon runners' weight in the heavy rain for the start of a heat of the women's 3,000 meters steeplechase. Isaac Makwala of Botswana starts a solo heat of the men's 200 meters after being given special medical compensation to compete. Exhausted runners lie on the track after Wade van Niekerk had won the men's 400 meters final. Above, athletes compete in a heat of the men's 5,000 meters. Below, Beatrice Chepkowicz's hopes of victory in the women's 3,000 meters steeplechase evaporated midway through the final when she forgot to take the water jump. The Kenyan lost valuable time as she was forced to turn back and then jump over it. She eventually finished in fourth, with the USA's Emma Coburn taking gold. Trinidad and Tobago's Deborah John falls during the women's 100 meters hurdles. "The better man won on the day, but I gave it my all. I didn't have anything left at the end." Mo Farah. Block by block, the crowd inside the London Stadium rose like an advancing Mexican wave as Mo Farah sprinted past in pursuit of the Ethiopian duo ahead in the 5,000 meters final. So often they have seen him win from this position, but after 10 straight global titles and 4 double golds, finally, he could not find a way. Body heaving with adrenaline and emotion, he curled into the fetal position at the finish, beaten in a major final for the first time in 6 years. Silver on this occasion stung like defeat, and salt was rubbed into open wounds by his conqueror, Mukhtar Idris of Ethiopia, performing the iconic Mobot at the finish. The cheers have surely not been louder all World Championships. But, dramatically and unexpectedly, this time they were not for Usain Bolt, who ended the final race of his career face down on the track and with his hamstring blown. Instead they rang loud and true for the young British athlete Nathaniel Mitchell-Blake, who held off the American Christian Coleman to take the home nation's second gold medal of the championships in a dramatic men's 4x100 meters relay final. This has been a World Championships where many of the sport's biggest stars have been knocked off the perch. Bolt, Mo Farah, Kendra Harrison, Wade van Niekerk, all have felt the jolting sting of a rare defeat. Yet no one expected this. The Jamaican men's 4x100 meters relay team knew they were one of sport's great bankers, having not lost to global relay on the track since Osaka in 2007. Not this time. They were holding us too long in the call room. Usain was really cold. In fact, Usain said to me, "Johan, I think this is crazy." 40 minutes and 2 medal presentations before our run. Johan Blake. Usain Bolt pulls up injured as Great Britain's Daniel Talbot back left celebrates. Clockwise from top left, Colombia's Idra Arevalo competes on his way to taking gold in the men's 20 km walk. Kenya's Helen Onsando Obiri celebrates after winning the women's 5,000 meters final. Great Britain's 4x100 meters men's relay team leave the stadium after receiving the gold medals.